Times.
Switch, run them bands up.
What's going on, everybody? This is episode 2 of the MTA podcast. I got Caleb Kirkland here with me today. Caleb is an MTA athlete. He goes to Tuskegee University. He's an infielder. So I'm gonna let Caleb introduce himself, and we're gonna get into it. What's up, Caleb?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. As you said, I'm Caleb, from Atlanta. Currently go to Tuskegee, play middle infield. I'm a junior this year, so yeah, that's about it.
A lot of people don't know that me and Caleb went to Juco together in Virginia. It's called Virginia Peninsula now. It was a rough time because we only won like 5 games. That team was man. So just tell the folks like how it's a little different from how Virginia Peninsula is different from Tuskegee.
Well, it's a lot different in the sense that people's play styles, the climate, just different in a whole different sense. Like junior college really is a grind. Like it's not a lot of help, really almost no help.
Right.
Doing a lot of stuff on your own, just basically working on your own, just a lot of stuff. It's really about your work ethic and what you put into it. So yeah, that's about the only thing I can say. Virginia was really a time. I remember I kind of I got hurt the first game, so I kind of sat out some time. And I kept coming back.
Right.
Hurt again. Yeah. Really should just sat out. But yeah, so yeah, that was just like a time, things to go through, like getting hurt, and just learning to come back from that and just honestly just keep going. So I think that was the biggest thing, just being able to keep going. Yeah. And having somebody like you there to grind. I think that's the biggest thing. You can't do it alone. So
especially with baseball, it's not like basketball. You just can't pick up a basketball and go do cone drills. You got to have somebody toss to you, throw. So you can find somebody that can be there with you and be with you through the grind. It helps a lot.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I really started seeing that kind of introduced to it really in high school. Being around certain people and people who basically go practice every day. So yeah, and just carried it over into college, and it's still going to this day. So
all right.
And yeah.
So I seen that you had went from Virginia Peninsula to USC Salk, then Tuskegee. Tell me what USC Salk was like, since it's obviously 2 different JUCOs. This one's in South Carolina, the other one's in Virginia. So just tell me what the difference was between those 2 JUCOs.
The difference between those would probably just be I don't know. It's just like probably just like the people you meet. I would say the differences in JUCOs, still same thing. Your work ethic is gonna like get you to where you gotta go. Pretty much same thing. You just meet different people from different walks of life. So I think like basically way I can explain it, like you meet people from that state. Like if you go to that junior college, so I think it was just nice meeting different people from different walks of life. Hearing different people's stories, understanding why they doing this or why they doing that, and then kind of like just like taking it all in. Like I'm really blessed to be here. I'm really blessed to be in this certain situation. So yeah, it's just stuff like that. Not nothing too crazy, but just meeting people from like different states.
What's that? So now you talk about work ethic a little bit. Tell me what's like a day in the life of you. Like what at Tuskegee, what do you do when you wake up all the way to you go to sleep? Like
Okay, so right now we're in fall, so you're basically doing like 2 a day. So we either wake up at it varies, like times vary. He'll send out the schedule. Like some days we might have to wake up at I have to be there like 4:45, 6. We do weights in the morning. And then we have conditioning in the afternoon. And then you always got to get some work in between. So probably like usually I get up around like 6, go to weights, come back from weights, I shower, go eat, class. Then when class is done, probably hit in between class, probably around like anywhere between like 1 and 3 o'clock we'll hit. Then we got conditioning at 5. So probably go home, take a nap, come back, conditioning, and then eat. And then yeah, that's pretty much every day except Wednesday. We get Wednesdays off. But that's pretty much every day, just like really just like it's really a grind right now at this point. But it's it's just a part of what you do. So I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it now. So I
Right.
mean, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just happy to be here. So I think that's the biggest thing about it. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I had seen this summer you was in the MVP collegiate summer league. I know them guys are doing a lot of big things out there with the HBCU All Star game, which I plan to see you on there in the upcoming. But what
Yeah.
like playing for somebody who is really tailoring towards the minorities in baseball?
It was a good experience. I kind of did it a little bit last year because like towards the end, like I played the Sunbelt League last year. We finished kind of like early, so we didn't have that good of a team, so we finished kind of early. So I went over and played a little bit last year too. Um, but it's just a great league. Kind of the same people who I'm gonna be playing against this season. Just like I guess getting like acquainted to that. But yeah, it's a good league. It keeps getting better and better every year. Like I mean, this year was definitely better than last year, in my opinion. I don't know about anybody else's, but definitely like just the feel and how they like, I guess like how they did it is way better than it usually was. So yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah, that's good. One thing that I see in baseball today is not a lot of black people, and that's okay, that's fine. But what could you tell to somebody like a younger kid growing up that's the same color as you, the same background as you? What could you just tell them to like, yo, it's gonna be all right. Like, look at me, I'm in college right now. Like, I'm a part of this percentage that's made it to college, and I'm black. What could you tell somebody that's in your same position as you?
The best thing I can tell them is that like as cliche as it sounds, like you just got to keep working hard. Hard work does pay off, and then also not even just like hard work, but being smart. And baseball is really a mental game. Like so, just keep working hard, but also like just be mindful and take in information. Just be able to take in information. You may have something in your mind. You got to remember that you're still young. Be able to take in information and just have fun. Just work hard, have fun, and be able to be coachable and learning. And that's the biggest things.
You say baseball is a mental game. Baseball
Yeah.
is one of the ones that you can fail majority of the time and still be in the Hall of Fame. You fail 7 out of 10 times, you're in the Hall of Fame. Like, what does mental preparation look like you before a game, before a practice, or anything like that? Like, what gets you in that zone?
Um. To be honest, I think it's just like I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's just like kind of like in me, but like I feel like it's more like an excitement thing that's like inside of me, like because I really do love the game. So it's like more like an excitement thing inside of me. So I would feel like it's kind of like already there, but like I feel like you like me preparing and like doing the work beforehand and like knowing like oh I'm gonna absolutely kill this. Like I think that's more like what makes me like I guess like go like the in my mind knowing that like okay I didn't like put in the work for this or did put in the work for that, like I know I'm gonna be able to like succeed in this situation. Like I think that's the thing that kind of makes me go like okay like yeah there's nobody really out here who, like in my mind who really outwork is
We got you cutting out a little bit.
actually perform regardless of what happens.
Right. You talk about excitement. Like, obviously you were at Juco. This is your first 4 year, if I'm not mistaken. Now you're at Tuskegee at a HBCU. Like, how exciting, and they're in the SIAC, D2 SIAC. So how exciting is that to able to be in a D2 SIAC that gets a lot of, I guess, exposure more than those Jucos that you had went to? Because I know Virginia Peninsula, like the way the program was ran was not good at all. Like, but now they're doing good. I'm looking at them on Twitter and stuff. They're doing a little bit better with Coach Delgado and stuff like that. But with the D2 side, like how exciting is that for you to be able to play against other HBCUs like Albany State or Savannah State?
It's really exciting. Honestly, it's even more exciting because like I had some of my friends who I've been like working out with and stuff like that, who I train with. Some of them actually transfer into the side. So it's gonna be fun kind of playing against them. Just people who I played against in like high school or just know or met around from playing baseball. Just a lot of them are in it. So it's just gonna be exciting playing against them. Like I'm honestly like really ready for it. Like I just think this is gonna be like a really great season. There's gonna be a lot of people who get put in the spotlight.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of competition. It's a lot of talent in the SIAC for sure.
So when it comes to talent, what's your strengths and weaknesses in the game of baseball? What do you think you can continue to do great, and what do you think you can improve on in the game of baseball?
Um, I think probably the biggest thing I love to improve on is probably like just getting stronger, getting bigger.
Right.
Um, also just improving my mentality. Not even in like a bad way or anything like that. Just trying to be, I guess, so trying to be perfect. Not, but you know, nothing's gonna be perfect. But just trying to be perfect in the sense like, I know I can do it at all times, regardless of what's going on. I know I can do it. So that thing, um, I just feel well. That's pretty much it. Just those two really. Strengths, just keep working on what I'm working on. To be
Right.
honest.
And I feel like as if JUCO kind of prepares you for that, because a lot of people don't see what goes on during JUCO. Like I remember one time we were playing like in the middle of nowhere, and we are like, "Where are we at?" Like it's muddy. Like it makes you grind. It makes you appreciate the game a lot more. So I know you appreciate it, and obviously with you being at Tuskegee now, so it's just it's really a grind from when you start all the way up to it, because not many people make it to the major leagues or minors. So
Yeah.
you know that.
And honestly, yeah, I feel like it's a lot easier now, like where I'm at, because like based on like where I come from, because it's like you almost seem like I almost feel like you're getting catered to like here, like you see what I'm saying? Like I almost feel like you're getting catered to. So it's definitely like a blessing. Like it really is definitely like a blessing. But yeah, it's a lot. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say easier in terms of like the work, but it's a lot easier in like the access to it.
Right,
Like
because you got all the facilities. JUCO, you ain't got all that. Like
yeah, nah.
you going to a freaking middle school and hitting like
In the snow, in the
in
snow.
the snow,
Yeah,
like it was crazy. Like coach wouldn't give us access to the indoor facility. Like, come on, bro. Like it was crazy.
yeah, like just
So
stuff like that. Yeah, you don't got to deal with that.
it makes you appreciate the game a lot more.
Yeah,
And
a lot more.
right, so one more question, then we'll probably get up out of here. What's your plans for the upcoming season? Like, what do you want to be a 300 hitter, couple stolen bases? Like, what's your goals?
Yeah, I want to be 350 plus.
Right.
I definitely feel like that's like more than possible. 350 plus. I want to hit at least like 5 home runs, 20 bags. All this is like definitely like accomplishable. I know I can do this. But yeah, I definitely want to be. I want to try and be. Well, I'm gonna be probably like either first team or second team. Where in conference. Try and be conference player of the year. It's stuff that I know I can do. So yeah, it's really time to like I guess like put people on notice because it's kind of been like a long time coming. So like I think this is a big year. So it's gonna be I guess like. Uh, coming to Jesus moment, like really, like I'm like it's finally here. So like I'm just really like ready for it. It's like no more setbacks, no more like injuries, anything like that. I'm just like just here. I'm just completely ready. And yeah.
Man, I feel that because I took a year off and now I'm here at Penn HBCU. I finished like batting 300 last year with a home run and a double and a couple bags. But it's definitely to put in perspective. Like, yo, we came from here, now we here. It's like God done really blessed us. So it's like, what's the word? Like, it puts things into perspective. Like, we done came a long way I'm hitting
Yeah.
it. Oh, I took a year off working at Kroger. I mean, I still work there, but it makes you realize how blessed we are and where we
Sure.
come from for sure. And then and future on, like we can possibly make the HBCU All-Star game. I seen two dudes get drafted that went to HBCU All-Star game. I think he's from NCAT, and one of them was from Bethune-Cookman with the draft
Yeah.
combine. They were out there. Now one's with the Marlins. So it's good that we are in a position where we can succeed and continue to grow. And I just pray that we are able to do that. And
Yeah.
just God's going to continue to bless us.
Yeah, 100%, man. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't still be here right now. So yeah, it definitely is going to continue to bless us, man. 100%.
Man, I appreciate you for coming on. I wish you nothing but the best during the rest of this fall season, and then during when the spring comes up. Definitely gonna have to drive down to Tuskegee and catch me a couple games, man, and catch your ball out, man.
All right, man. Thank you for having me, and man, nothing but success to you too, man.
All
For
right,
sure.
man.
All right, bro. Thank you.
For sure.
All right.